YouTube, welcome back to episode 4 of Beyond the Game podcast. Today we're going to have a good, exciting episode where this episode is another teammate. This teammate is from my last school, Texas State. His name's Shawn Holton, but without further ado, I'm going to let him introduce himself on his own.
Yep.
What's the word?
Yes, sir. What's good, bud? Hey, like he said, my name is Shawn Holton. Played with Boog at Texas State. Was at UIW the year before, but played safety there. And now, I'm making that transition to being a coach and a teacher at the high school level right now.
Yes, Sirski. So, what made you even decide to start coaching? Let's say that. And then what was the decision on what the grade level would be on where you wanted to get your feet wet at?
So originally, being an athlete, just living for this, from when I could think or talk, walk, playing football at 4 years old to, playing up until I'm 23. It just seemed like the only thing to do. Like, I know the ins and outs of football. I know the ins and outs of coaching and just player development. So that's pretty much why I made the decision to coach. And then the high school level was just opportunity was presented. So I feel like the high school level is the best level to start at. I mean, just for me currently, because things are slower, you can break things down more. It's intense, but it's just as intense as you make it versus, that college level. It's like an everyday thing, no mistakes, So, that's pretty much how I made the decision to start the high school level versus opposed to, just going up in GAing or anything like that.
And it's crazy. It's crazy that you say when you was like, you've been doing it for so long, so you know the ins and outs. Because it's like when you stop playing, it's like, man, like, it's like, damn, like what's been supporting me or what's been getting me through my moments, I no longer have it. So it's like now you got to figure out something else. And it's like when you figure out that something else, you slowly start to realize they don't give a damn about what you did sports wise. Like nobody gives a fuck at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about how can you do this job right here. Whatever this job description is, how can you get this done? I don't give a damn how you do it. Well, I mean, I do give a damn how you do it. You know what I'm saying? They'll give you training and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you're gonna get the job done. Man, I don't care about any of your accomplishments beforehand or before you got here. You got to be able to do whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that battle right there is one of the hardest transitions that I had to like really grasp onto, like really figure out like who am I? Like outside of this football thing, like who am I? So I do salute you on that one, especially getting you a coaching job. You know what I'm saying? Because that's huge. So speaking of that, how would you say your first year of coaching went? Like, what was your favorable moments? What was something that you seen that you had to work on because it's something that you just didn't experience? You know what I'm saying? Now that you're in the other shoe, and what was one of your goals that you accomplished for your first year, especially leading into your second year?
I would say like the biggest goal was just winning district. The school I was at, they ain't made it to the playoffs in 2020 or won a playoff game since 2020. So being able to do that, be a part of that, and bring home a couple gold balls for these kids. I mean that was a great experience. But I'd say the most difficult thing is just realizing that not every kid is you. So like so you're really passionate about the game. Some kids might not be as passionate. They just might be doing it just to do it. You feel me? But for me, like this was survival. Like this was all I had. Like I knew if I didn't excel in this area, then I was gonna be, either broke or just lost, scavenging for something else. So I guess just really trying to put that energy into them kids to, you know, make them care about it or let them understand that, you could amount to something so much bigger if you take this serious and you go in and work day by day. Yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah, nah, with them high school kids, it's definitely hard to get them to actually like really tap into what they could be because some kids really don't care for real. I ain't gonna lie, they're really
Mm-hmm.
doing it because they have to do an athletic. You know what I'm saying? They're not really there for the purposes of the sport for real.
Yep.
So yeah, nah, but I do want to say congratulations on bringing that school to the playoffs because one thing I do know that you know is winning. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
all.
That's automatic. You gotta win. There is no losing in life, and nobody likes a loser. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that gets the position that they need or that they want was a winner at some point, and that's what got them there. Just to throw that out there for anybody listening. So, how hard was it for you to transition from being a player to being a coach? And the reason why I say that is because even when I started coaching in Dallas, it wasn't hard to transition to know that I'm the coach, but it was kind of hard to not let my feeling of the game be an obstacle for a kid to find out his competitive edge for the game. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to diminish anybody, but I also didn't want to pull you to a place to where you can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? So, what was something that you did mentally to be able to adjust yourself from being a player to a coach?
I'll probably say like the biggest thing. I mean, probably when going through the process is like when you play football, you do anything at such a high level, just stopping it. That's probably the most difficult thing. And the anticipation to go on pro is like bigger than you because I mean, once you get to a certain point, or you got your peers seeing you on TV, your parents seeing all the great things you do on the field and all that, like, and then going into like that draft process and things not working out and just having to suddenly stop. So I guess like the most difficult part was it for me was I didn't feel like I let myself down, but I feel like I let a couple of people down, because everybody wants to know someone who done made it. You feel me? So, about not being that someone or not, amounting to the highest level of what I could have been. I mean, that was probably the most difficult part, but I think the best way to get through it is having gratitude, really just being grateful for being able to experience that, being able to play at that high level, or being able to play in those big games, or being able to meet all the people that you had met, knowing, understanding that shoot, like easily it couldn't have been me. Like easily I can have got recruited and played ball. So I mean, just understanding that, and then understanding that anything I do, I could be competitive and I could better myself in it the same way I did it with ball. I mean, just that mindset kind of helped me excel or move forward into that next step.
Yeah, nah. It definitely your mindset as an athlete definitely has its ways of creeping into life. I will say that because even the times where I be like, man, fuck this, or I be like, bro, it seemed pointless. It's hard to actually just sit here. Like I can't do that. Like I gotta go do something. I gotta do something. So then the problem became, okay, so what is it that I need to do? You know what I'm saying? And it's like I just started trying shit until I figured out what. First, it was what would bring me some money. Number one, I ain't gonna lie. Cause
Yep.
when you so used to them stipend checks or you see NIL check, whatever, however you get it, and then it get cut off, I'm not gonna lie, like having to figure out how to, you know what I'm saying, maneuver through finances, not having how your financial support was, oh man, like that's like the biggest mental downfall, really, truthfully and honestly, before you even start thinking about, damn, who am I, or like what am I outside of sports? It's really like, how the hell can I even help myself? Like, what am I good at where I can get paid for it? Like,
Yep.
it's just as simple as that. So, uh, boom. So let's talk a little bit about your college career. You know what I'm saying? Let's really talk player first before we get to talking about coaching stuff. Uh, I personally was, matter of fact, I personally want to give you my own flowers to you. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a select handful of people where I've met them and it's like, you know what? Nah, that motherfucker, like, nah, I ain't gonna lie, like I respect that motherfucker. Like, I don't give a damn what happened. You could have went up, you feel me, on a dude that's 5'6" and on a slot fade and he's snatching on top of your head 4 times in a row. I ain't gonna lie. You got my respect so much to where I still, one of them times I would have been like, nah, that's all right. Sean gonna get it. Or all right, he might catch it, but Sean gonna poke it out. Like he might want to hold on to the ball before he not have the ball. You know what I'm saying? So I do want to give you a flowers on that because you probably was one of the most consistent. You're a true definition of how you practice is how you play. Because I watched you punch out the ball when people start jogging, you punch it out. And it's crazy because you can literally go through that same week of practice and when you do it in the game, it's literally the same. Like you did it the exact same way. And that's why I respected it. It really wasn't even about the peanut punches. Because, brother, I met people that peanut punch. You know what I'm saying? But I never met somebody that you truly practice punching it. So then when we get in the game and everybody thinks that, oh, it's 3rd and 4, boom, we get it. You hold them up or something like that. And the next thing you know, you see Sean running out with the ball. It's like, whoa. Or it's like when it's supposed to be a one-on-one angle tackle and you coming in punching, rapping with the other arm, exactly how a coach tells you how to do it, and then you get the reward from doing it. It's like, whoa. Cause I hit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't lie, I hit, but I don't even think about. Well, yeah, nah. I don't really think about punching it out. Now, I think about taking your head off to the point to where you just let go of the ball. Now that yeah, but as far as like the true technique of punching, nah, I only do that. I only caught myself doing that in losing situations. You know what I'm saying, where we need the ball. Like, all right, cool, but you do it on a like, you borderline do it so much to where you were doing it naturally. Like you just do it and it's like, oh, the ball came out. Like, Sean, what do you mean? Oh, the ball came out. Yeah. Like, did you see where the fuck your hand placement was? Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, nah, I want to say I respect that. I want to give you flowers, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna wait till you're done playing and none of that, man. I respect your practice habits and I respect the fire that you got when you play. 100%. I'm not gonna lie. But so speaking of that right there, what allowed you to know that? Let's just say that the way that I practice will give me some type of reward. Like, when did that click for you when you came from your freshman year to your last year?
I describe my football career to people. I basically like describe it as being a dude who played every single role. Like, I mean, you come in there as a freshman. Shoot, I mean, you 17, 18 years old. You don't know no better, so you just get in there. You just be doing stuff. You don't think about yourself being that guy. Like, okay, like I come in here, I'm not that guy that they're going to depend on to win games or anything like that. So, I'm going to have fun, get in college, fill everything out. And so, I mean, just doing that, then getting the opportunity to start my sophomore year. And then my junior year, I had a year where I ain't play that much. And it was kind of like I had to look myself in the mirror and, think about my habits or think about the stuff that I do on my day to day basis to like understand that, okay, like I'm not doing the things to make me a good player. I'm not doing, I ain't going above and beyond to, you know, make those great plays, or I'm not practicing as hard as I could be practicing. And so, I mean, it was kind of around there where I had like a realization of, okay, I gotta work harder. Like, these daily deposits are, cashing in. And, I seen the results of the work I didn't put in from my sophomore to junior year um, happening. I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna be a senior, and then I'm gonna be a grad. So, you can't waste opportunities. And so I feel like that was the moment where I really locked in. I was like, man, every day, like whether it's film or practice, like I got to get 1%. Something got to click.
Yeah, that's something that I probably ain't click on with that till like COVID. To be honest, I ain't gonna lie, COVID definitely showed me because I mean we had so many goddamn practices. It was like, I mean, fuck it. You can only see what practice
Right.
does. Like, you feel me? Because you feel me.
That's
So it's like
fact.
that right there is when it clicked, because it was like when we started doing scrimmages and stuff like that. I started noticing through the weeks. I mean, not through the weeks, through the days of the week where I'm flying around and like it's starting to become like 2x2 sets. I know exactly what you're doing. 3x1, I know exactly what, like it starts to get to that point. I started noticing I'm playing way faster, like way, but it's fun though, like because I don't have to think. It's just happening. Prime example. It's crazy. ULM, right? That whole practice week, if you really fucking remember, in the middle of the week when they told me I'm going to nickel, what did I say? I looked at y'all and I said, oh yeah, they done fucked up. Cause now that I know I'm gonna play, cause he said I'm only playing for man and all that. That shit turned into, I went from playing yellow to actually playing like I'm actually on the, when it was fucking 3rd and 3 and shit. I'm not getting called off. Like, I'm staying right here. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, if you really remember, I was flying the fuck around. Like, third down day. Oh my god, I went fucking crazy. Went ballistics. Oh my god. Cause it's like, all right, like when you actually take the time to take practice serious, you know what I'm saying? When you get in the game, I wasn't worried about shit. I wasn't worried about shit. I was, if you really remember, I was even telling motherfuckers, I was turning around telling you, hey, they finna do this, so like just switch it or something. Like, you feel me? Like, don't even,
And
I'm
I
not
remember
wasting.
they came out, they
Yeah,
came
I'm not
out on the
wasting no
sack. You
time.
said,
Like, no, yeah, don't.
you
We're
said,
not gonna waste no time. Just look, I got him. You take him. I already know what's about to happen. Take him. You got it. Cool. All right, bet. We good. Cause Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's another conversation for another day. YouTube, actually stay in touch because we actually might have to make an episode on my college journey. Let's just say that. The ending was kind of crazy as fuck. But all right. But not though. So what do you think is the most rewarding when it comes to being a coach? Like, what fulfills your heart the most?
I mean, really, just when things click for those guys, because I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, sports correlate to life. Like there's not any moment of practice or a game where I could pull out a life example and describe what just happened in the game to the guys. So I guess it's letting the kids understand that everything they do is for a reason, and then watching them reach the milestones that I reached as an athlete. I mean, a lot of that clicks, and just being inspirational. I mean, because at the end of the day, they might go home or forget what you're saying, but like in the moment when you're talking to them and you see it pays off, or you see the indie that I've done translate to the team sessions or the 7-on-7 sessions, that's when I'm like, I mean, they don't want to do it for the rest of their life, like that's cool. But I know that I'm getting 1% better, like you said, like we said, I'm getting 1% better in this coaching or this teaching field, and that just gives me more encouragement to continue to do it.
Yeah, nah, I do be feeling good when you tell them something, or nah, it be feeling real good when you show them something, and then like, well, I don't know about you, but me, I stand in the back, cause I want to see all four. I don't want no excuse about, you feel me. I want to see all four. And I was teaching the safeties how to run the alley. You feel me? Because I was trying to teach them how to hit without you. Like you can hit him before he even see you. So even if you
Yep.
scared, it don't even matter. Are you scared to just go run to something? No. All right. Well, watch this. I'm gonna show you how to get there to where you can meet him before he even eyeball you. Now, because if he eyeball you individually, you might be scared. I don't know. You might be scared. So I don't know. So when I taught him how to run the alley, oh my goodness, bro, we was doing run fits. Oh my god, bro. And it was just the two hand tap on your hip, you know what I'm saying? But when they both went and he met him and the running back, one of the kids who was a safety, another that's another thing. That's another thing that feel good. You get what I'm saying? When you teach something, but they're allowed to see it from your teaching viewpoint. You get what I'm saying? So like I'm teaching you how to run the alley, so watch this. You go be the running back and then I'm gonna teach him how to do it and watch how you feel. And I'm just saying, how does that make you feel? Do you want to make him feel like that? Or do you want to be the one feeling like that? And they just all start smiling. They're like, nah, like I like exact. See what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, stuff like that. But I go home and be thinking about that all day. I'm not gonna lie, I be thinking about it all day. But oh yeah,
Yep.
I don't want something today. You know what I'm saying? Kids done got better today. And they really be on that. Like when they fit it, they'll tell you like, nah, like, hey coach, I did it just like how you see hearing that. Oh yeah, man, all right, bet. Well, let me come teach you something else. Come on, come here. Let me teach you something. Let me teach you something else. But nah, though, what has coaching taught you that? Well, what has coaching taught you about yourself that when you was a player you didn't even realize?
Um, Shoot, man, I would think coaching from like being a player to like being a coach, really just the schemes of things. It taught me. I mean, specifically as a DB, I feel like I mark myself as already being a smart player, knowing the things that go on. But just when it comes to like breaking down plays or teaching plays or just being a leader on the field, um, I feel like coaching has taught me like the not going past the limit, like just right where you need to be. So whenever I talk to my guys when it comes to the communication, I'm like, man, you can't communicate enough to where his head ass. Like you're never gonna be head ass on the field. Like you gotta talk, you gotta communicate, like you gotta actively be there. You know what I'm saying? Like be the person that can be trusted. But not only as a coach, I could look back in my career and be like, okay, these were moments where I messed up or I could have been better, and so now I can tell my players like through experience, like, yeah, I did the same thing. I did the same thing when I was your age, but like you don't gotta do it. Like, look, do it like this, and you know what I mean, like it's gonna work out. I promise you. And so that's probably the biggest thing from coaching and playing that I picked up.
Nah, yeah, that's huge right there. Being able to relate to the kids. That's another thing that's kind of easy about coaching. The fact that we're young. I kind of notice it's
Mhm.
not hard to grab the attention in the room. You know what I'm saying? Because they finally see somebody that's like them. Like we not like them because we grown, but well, I'm not far from you. You know what I'm saying? Your everyday
Yep.
habits are kind of sort of my everyday habits. I just know how to do it uh, at a mature level. You know what I'm saying? And you're still learning how to do it at a mature level. So I ain't gonna lie, being able to goddamn compare to the kids and be able to be relatable. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, that's huge, especially when you're dealing with kids who don't even know. Like you don't even know if they really even care or not. So it's like,
Hmm.
show me if you care by listening. You feel me? That's simple and it's free. You know what I'm saying? So boom. So what is something that you would tell a high school kid who is transitioning to their freshman year? Like what is the five things as a DB, specifically as a DB? What is the five things as a DB mindset, physically and emotionally? What are the things that you have to be able to do to be able to excel like how they want?
I would say first of all, be resilient, because I mean, like it's a long run, bro. A college career is a long run. Going from a high school film room to a college film room, that ain't the same. Like you're gonna go from it's all right, little Johnny, to motherfucker get your ass in that gap or get your ass in that post. So I would say just be resilient. Don't take nothing personal. Of course, like never take things personal and just work like hell, bro. Like make sure whenever you're in that field house, whether it's weight or whether you're in meetings or whether you're on the field doing some work, like make sure like you're emptying the tank every day. But I mean, if you don't empty that tank, you're just saving it for nothing. All right, I mean, that's probably the biggest thing I would say. Hey, focus on them classes early and get that GPA right ahead of time while you're taking them easy classes. So once you get later down the line, you ain't struggling. But I mean, that's probably the biggest thing I would say for a young athlete.
Nah, yeah, hey, heavy focus to you young athletes on them grades. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, while you in your freshman and sophomore year and you taking them classes, it's really not even too much, and they're still core classes. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, try your hardest. Cause when you get to your graduate year, if you got an extra year or your red shirt senior year, you know what I'm saying? If I was you, do it early. So when you do get to the point where you like, man, I'm tired of school, you feel me? At least you got some room to do that, just a little bit. Like you got some room to do that. Like if there's one class where you like, man, I don't care, you can actually be like, man, I don't care, and it won't hurt you. Compared to if you let that feeling override it when you young, I ain't gonna lie, that will dread and tread with you for however long until you graduate. If you graduate, I'm just saying.
Especially if you want to hit the portal too. Like I mean, you never know how your career is gonna end up or where you're gonna go. And if you want to hit the portal, you can't hop in the portal with some fugazi grades. They're gonna be like, nah, bro, like you leave. Our academics can't accept you. I mean, you're a great player, but we just can't accept you. So
And we're not gonna pay you either.
don't
And if we do accept you, we got a red shirt for you. You ain't even gonna be able to play no football at all. No football, just straight academics. And I know you don't want to go to college for straight academics. So, feel me? You might
sound
as
like
well go ahead, and get it right while you there. But
yup.
man, that's all we got for today, man. That's all we got right there, Sean. Man, I appreciate you for giving me your time. You know what I'm saying, and coming on the episode, brother. I hope a great season for you for season 2, brother. And I also hope that next year you be a defensive coordinator. It's either go big or go home. You understand me?
Hey, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. But hey, it's gonna be up, man. Appreciate you for having me on.
Yes, sir, my boy. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It's free. It don't cost nothing. It don't take no, you know what I'm saying? It don't take no time. You can do all 3 of them things I just said in less than a minute. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? But that's all we got here for episode 4. I'll see y'all for episode 5 whenever that come out. You know what I'm saying?